wish Bamber was here. He always answers that well.
Yeah.
Because they're bloody retarded, that's why.
My real understanding of this is that Ron wanted out.
Yeah.
Ron wanted to finish the program. He didn't want to go into 2 or 3 more, seasons and kind of waffling as to, because he was, the story's got to end someday. So why not end it really with the energy level of a real story being told and not being fabricated, like, oh, let's see where we're going to take them now. That he didn't want. So he had this charted out. Believe me, when you see the final episode, you're going to realize this kid really knew what he was doing. He wrote the last 4 hours that have been cut down to 3. And I'd say the same thing. Every ounce of footage they've ever gotten on this thing should be placed somewhere and people should be able to see it because everything had something to say. The writers were fantastic. I agree with you. And I agree with you, and I agree with many people that this is the finest dramatic show in television history so far. And I take that not because West Wing isn't great, or Sopranos aren't great, and all of these
Deadwood,
and there's many lost, all of.
Oh, come on!
It's one of his favorites. All these shows don't really have an understanding of itself, especially things like West Wing that were so poignant. But this genre allows you to take into understanding things that you can't touch in those kind of shows. And therefore, it got to a level that was much more intense and much higher. Rod Serling understood it. And that's why I think that he really took it. Twilight Zone went to a poof. Used to send people spinning. In the 50s, it was fantastic. So this show, per se, has elevated, for me, dramatic structure as well as the science fiction genre to the highest level. And you all deserve it because you guys have all been part of this for your entire lives and you love this genre. And you deserve to know that dramatically you have pushed it to another level. And the next people that come across, whether it be in the police station or in a courtroom or in a hospital or in the White House, are going to have to deal with what the caliber of what we did humanistically that rang around the world. I'm not kidding you. You think it's hot right now, like Blade Runner. 25 years from today, the show will be better understood than it is today and what it meant. And that's just what Blade Runner did. Blade Runner is like, you see it today and you go, wow, people who had never seen that program see it right now, they thought it was made last week. They think they're watching wow, this really happened. It's like great literature. When you see great literature, it could be written back in the 17th century, and all of a sudden you say, wow, you really wrote this back then? Unbelievable. Don Quixote, whoa, big time. The original, right?